It is inevitable that canteens, restaurants, and food plants will produce food waste. This product is researched and developed by Soocen technology, kitchen garbage integrated processor. Food waste can be processed on-site into detergents, organic fertilizers, and discharge of water that meet the standards. Kitchen food waste is slowly poured into the hopper through an automatic feeding device. And then enters the grinder in order through a spiral conveyor, through the crusher, and achieves sequential crushing. It generates waste residue and liquid waste after a period of crushing. First, waste slag and waste fluid from the crusher enters into the solid-liquid separator. Then, waste residue and liquid waste will enter the solid-liquid separator from the grinder. Mix liquid into oil-water separator. Waste residue is sent to the organic fertilizer reactor. Through mechanical stirring in cooperation with aeration to strengthen the oxygenation process. Provide a favorable living environment for microorganisms to achieve the material aerobic fermentation. After high-temperature treatment, the material becomes harmless. In the discharge end of the fermentation tank, it will go through the spiral conveyor and output to the clinker storage warehouse. After, packaging, and then further processed into powder, granular, bioorganic fertilizer products. Can be used for soil improvement, landscaping, organic agriculture, and so on. Solid liquid separator forms a mixed liquid, and this enters into the horizontal oil-water centrifuge. Separation of grease and wastewater. The wastewater will be delivered into water treatment equipment and processed into water that meets the national third-tier emission standards. Pour fat into the detergent generator. Mix the fat and excipients according to the proportions. Blend to perform stirring and aeration so that the grease and accessories mix evenly. Through an aerobic reaction and saponification reaction and the evaporation of large amounts of water, it gradually becomes colloidal and solidified. The stirrer is stirred until it is completely crushed and granulated. White powder is discharged automatically after crushing the finished material. Dust odor is produced during food waste treatment. Disinfection through the sterilization device for local treatment. The second collection absorbs the origin of the smelly odor from each terminal outlet into the duct. Organic pollutants are degraded or converted to harmless, low-harm substances. The filtered gas eventually reaches the Level 3 emission standard after the induced draft fan was discharged into the chimney. In addition, Soocen technology integration of mobile technology processed vehicles are also widely used. Achieved a volume reduction of 70% after the garbage crushes the compressed package. Vehicle transport capacity increased by 3 to 4 times, reducing transportation costs. At the same time, the trash is tightly sealed simultaneously to avoid secondary pollution during transit. At the same time, the trash is tightly sealed simultaneously to avoid secondary pollution during transit.